Okay, let's see what we get here. Watched. You feel observed and uneasy. Shadows flicker where they shouldn't. Someone or something is messing with your head. All human players re-roll successful mind tests this turn. Okay. Mutant players may discard any number of mutant action cards. We don't have to worry about that. So we'll just put this on top right now to remind ourselves that if we make a mind test, we have to re-roll it. And then we're going to get to our feeding phase. We're going to eat. So Doug the gamer is out of food. This is his last bit of food. Now, you know, he can, you know, he's got a high morale. I'm going to show you something here. He can choose to not eat and reduce his food track by 1. That means that he'll take a morale hit. Not this turn, but the next turn. I think he's going to do that and keep his 1 food just in case. He's going to go a little hungry. Annabelle, however, is going to eat. That's what she's going to do. Okay, let's continue on. We're going to do our actions now. Before we go any further, though, I do need to resolve that move on the track. He goes down 1 on morale, so he's now at a 7 instead of 8. He was fine, so he's doing well. Okay, now we're going to get to choose actions, and I think we're going to, yeah, Doug's is here. Annabelle's wondering what Doug is going to do, being that he's nearly out of food and in an urban center and no place to go but his safe house. And Annabelle is going to do something as well, our dancer. Now let's reveal. So they're both actually, you know what, wrong. They're both going to do the same thing. Sorry, put the wrong card down. Got to be careful of that. They're both moving. So he's moving. And now I'm going to tell you what happens when you move when you don't have a tile to explore, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to take a chance. And she's going to move as well. So we'll start with Annabelle. She's easy. Well, easy is a relative term. She's going to go to here. Good news is that's a safe house. Bad news is she's got 2 encounters there. Oh, you know what? On this one, I think I failed to do her second encounter, didn't I? I did. Let me do that real quick, just to make sure we're playing it straight. Okay, let's draw an encounter card. I went back and looked. I did definitely forget that. I only did the 1 encounter. She should have had 2. So she's going to have to do this one as well. And that's before she does this encounter here. So she's got a pack of wild dogs who are evenly speeded with her. But she's no dummy. She's shooting the pack of wild dogs. So she's going to get 3 dice. Plus she has, and I'll roll it separately, but she's going to have the dice from her follower plus the die from her gun. They're both blasting away. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what they get now. The dog has 2 wounds. The wild dog pack. Now they're a pack, so it says pack. Both sides roll 3 dice regardless of the stat values. So even though he's only got 1 combat and she has a 2, she would not get a bonus die. But hopefully she'll just kill him with this. And then she does. Look at that. She just blasted away, and then he missed, but that's okay. The hunter missed. But look at that. She got a question mark, which with the gun is another hit. This is because she's an expert. She did hit there. This is a range 1, so another hit and another question mark. So she had killed the dog. Boom. She does have 3 experience points. That would allow her to access additional skills, but I think she's going to wait on that. And so now, actually, time travel back forward. We are now going to that space, and now she has to do another encounter, another 2 actually. So this one is Twitchy, the mutant. Oh, I don't like mutants. He's not that tough. He's fast. They're the same speed. He's only got 1 bullet left, so I'm a little leery of dealing with that. The hunter may have to just shoot on his own, hopefully get a hit on him, just to knock him down. He's got 2 health, but see, the problem is if you get hit in melee, you're going to take a mutant scar. Well, we're going to deal with it, because I don't think she's not going to use a bullet. She's only got 1 left. She's going to save it for an emergency. However, her hunter is going to take a shot at him with his one die. Hopefully he hits. Boom, a question mark. So he missed. Now we're going to enter melee. Now They both have 2s, so they're just both going to roll 3 dice. Here are 3 dice. There is the mutant's 3 dice. Okay, now, again, she's got a speed of 5, so she doesn't want to get hit by him. She's going to take the 2 dice out, put these 2 dice in. I'm sorry, wrong 2 dice. 2 green dice. 2 green dice in. Okay, here's her roll. Let's roll hers. Boom. Oh man, all 3 hits, so that's good. He's going to die probably, but let's see what happens here. And, oh, all misses. Oh my gosh, she got so blessedly lucky there. Okay, however, she's just got a knife, right? So she won the combat round. She's got a knife. That means she does 1 point of damage. She didn't do anything special to get any extra damage. Okay, so first round of combat done. Second round of combat of 3. Remember, when you go into melee, there's 3 rounds. She only needs 1 more hit to get him. The hunter obviously cannot join in. He's only does long range. So she's going to roll. She gets 2 shields and a miss. She can't do anything about that, so she just totally whiffed. But let's see what he gets. And he gets no, nothing. So in the second round of combat, they totally missed each other. They just swung blades at each other and missed. And then in the third round of combat, let's see. Okay, we got 2 hits and a shield. He got a question mark, which is going to be a hit, and 2 misses. Now he missed. So remember, in melee combat, it's whoever gets the most hits wins, right? So if you look at this, she got 2 hits to his effective 1 hit, and she gets to remove a die, so she gets to remove that. He died. So that was a second wound against him. He is gone. That gives her another trophy for experience. She's got 4 trophies right now for her experience, and that was her first of 2 encounters. Okay, let's draw her second encounter and see what we get. Sorry, I was interrupted. Now let's get going. We got to draw a card. What do we get here? What is this? This looks like an event type thing. Mutant Counselor. You wander into a house. Well, that's apropos. She's wandering into a safe house, actually. You wander into a house and feel I had something on my nail. I wonder what it was. I was out fixing the fence. That's probably what it was. And feel drawn to participate, or drawn to a particular room. Sorry, the text is rather small. Inside sits an unnerving lady who orders you to sit and talk to her. You feel compelled to obey, and you hear yourself talking uncontrollably. Roll and add your mind. Well, her mind is only a 2, so it's not. She's not that great in her mind ability. Yucky, yucky, right? Well, so anyway, she's got a mind of 2, so she has to roll and add this, a 3, so she got a 5. 2 through 5. You are overtaken by guilt at your violent ways. Roll a d6 and lose that much ammo or take a scar. Ooh. Oh, she only got 1, so she's going to lose it. She rolled a 1. Well, there you go. She lost her last bit of ammo. I don't want her to take a scar. I don't know what they do, so I'm just a little nervous about that. So that was her encounter. She actually got nothing out of that. She just got to lose ammo, and she got her second encounter. Now she is in a safe house. Boom. And she completed this tile. So we're going to put this marker on there, and she's going to get to forage not once, not twice, but 3 times. So maybe she'll get some ammo. Let's get the forge deck out. Not the forge deck, but it's supplies. So her first supply, she gets, ooh, now she is in a forested area, so you line up the icon, right? And she gets a food and an item. So there's her food, and then we're going to draw an item. I'll get the item deck out. Here's the item deck. Let's put it right here. Boom, and see what she gets. She gets equipment, an MP3 player. Play at any time out of combat, used to regain 1 morale. Then roll a d6 on a 1 to 3 discard. I guess it runs out of battery. So there's her item from her first draw. She gets 3 draws, remember. Wow, she gets a weapon. So we're going to put the item deck back and get a weapon out. What we need is more food, but and ammo. So let's get maybe she'll get a good melee weapon, but she's not a good melee person. She got a, what is that? A spear. It's 2-handed. It's going to take up 2 inventory slots. Does 1 wound. On a question mark, it's on a special, it's going to do another wound. It says opponent rolls 1 less die in the first round of combat. That's way better than her knife. So she's got that. Now she's stocking up items that will take the place of her backpack. She got 1 more draw here, and she gets 2 more food, but no ammo, so we are out of ammo. That's not good. But she got 3 food and 2 items out of that encounter, and she completed the tile, which means that she is going to, Annabelle is going to get to move up 1 further on the journey track. She is really trekking along, and she got these 2 items. Let's go talk about what we're going to do with those. Okay, well, for some reason, when I set her up, I had her with more unopened inventory slots, so this isn't going to be so bad. So the spear, however, is going to take 2 inventory slots. That said, we're going to get rid of the knife. We're just going to dump it. It's the starting item. This is better. But it does take up 2 of her remaining inventory slots. And then the MP3 player, she's definitely going to keep that as well. Put that in her inventory. We could hold that in our hand, but I don't see any reason why. We have open inventory and we need the stuff. So that means that's going to go there. And then she stocked back up on food. She's had a really good turn there. But that is going to end her action. Now we're going to move to Doug the Gamer as he traverses out of the urban area he's in. Okay, so Doug has a choice. He could move back to here, or he can blindly move on. And he's going to do that. He's going to take a chance. He needs to get some food. He's going to blindly move on to here, which means we just get to draw 1 tile. Ouch. Another urban area with 3 spots before he can do anything there. And he has to move, so he's got no choice. I'm glad he kept the extra food. He's probably going to need it. It does have a safe house at the end, and as you saw, I mean, there might be some food he can get in this urban area too, as now he's trekking through the city. So let's draw the first of his 2 encounters and see what we get. The first one is a Doomsday Zealot. She's got a speed of 2, 1 health, and 2 combat. She's a leader, accompanying minions. Oh, she also has a minion. A human minion comes with her, so we're going to fight against her and somebody else. Looks like another urban ganger. Okay. You know the urban ganger has a ranged attack, so Doug is definitely going to shoot his pistol first. Boom, he's going to spend a bullet. That's going to give him, remember, he's only got a shooting value of 3, so he only gets 2 dice, plus the value of his gun, so 3 dice for shooting. This is his pistol right here. Let's see what he gets. Okay, well, Doug is fast. He's got a speed of 4, so he's going to get to shoot at the urban ganger first. Let's hope he succeeds, because if he doesn't, he's going to be in some trouble. Okay, boom, he failed miserably, getting only a 2 and a 3 roll there, so he shot and missed. That means the urban ganger is going to get to shoot back at him. And the urban ganger missed as well. He's only got a range of 1, and he missed as well. So now we're going to move into melee combat. So the gun goes away. Now we have to face 2 people. And what does it say here? It says, leader, accompanying minions, reroll a single failure result every round of melee combat. So makes the ganger a little tougher. The zealot is actually pumping up the urban ganger. Okay, so we're going to have to resolve rounds of melee combat with each one. Remember, everybody starts with 3 dice. Now, they both have 2s, and Doug only has a 2 combat, so it's just going to be 3 even dice. He does, however, have a speed of 4, so he's going to swap out one of those dice for a defense die. Boom. Okay, and that's going to be our rolls. Now, we're going to attack the Doomsday Zealot first. Yeah, because they both can do the same amount of damage to us, but she only takes 1 hit. So he's going to roll against her. Well, he got a question mark. He got 2 hits, basically, with his machete. Boom. That's what he's using. So then he got against her 2 total successes, because it equals a success and a wound when you roll a question mark. She gets... Oh, this is bad, actually. She gets a hit, a critical hit, which also does an extra wound, and then a miss. So they tied as far as hits are concerned. These are both hits. But wait a second, hold on. We're going to use our footwork. You may reroll a single failed result per combat round. He's going to do that, see if he gets something better. He did not, unfortunately. That's expert. You have to have an expert for that to succeed, so it equals in them both hitting. Now this is bad, because while he did kill the Doomsday Zealot, she did 2 wounds to him. See, she does 1 wound normally, but and she didn't roll a question mark, but she did roll a critical hit. That means that Doug is now down to 2 health. Very bad for him. Now he has to roll against the Ganger. Now, the Ganger does get that ability because this is the same round that he slew the Doomsayer in. So, he rolls, oh wow, he rolled a critical, a hit, so 3 hits basically. The Ganger, oh man, the Ganger, oh, so he would have won the combat, but the Ganger rolled a shield, so he's going to take care of this. I think it'll be that critical first. It might be the question mark first, I have to look. So it's going to remove the critical first, which means he's going to get 2 hits. But he did get a question mark, so that counts as, so he got basically 2 hits on him. This has been moved. So again, we tied, except he's going to do 2 points of damage. He gets 1 for the machete, and then 1 for the question mark, and he's going to do 1 point of damage. So we killed the Urban Ganger. However, Doug is almost KO'd from that fight, and he's still got 1 more encounter to go. Not good for him. Okay, he's got 1 more encounter to go. What does he get? Oh, a net boy attacks him. Well, we've encountered the net boy before. They're kind of crazy. So he's going to shoot. He wants to kill this thing fast. So he's down to 1 bullet after this. That's not good. He does get 3 total dice. And remember, the net boy gets to shoot 2, but he's shooting a net at him. So yeah, let's roll that and see what he gets first. And he is faster. He's got a speed of 4, where the net boy has a speed of 2. Okay, he got no hits. Not rolling good for his ranged combat. Very poorly. Okay, the net boy gets to roll 3 dice as well, as you can see on his card. He got 2 question marks and a miss. The question marks equate to this ambush here. See, it's his net, which means this is really bad. It means in the first round of the melee combat, our gamer Doug is down 2 dice because he has to cut his way out of the net. Okay, well, let's go do that. I think this could be KO time for our guy Doug. So there's the 3 dice. Now they have equal strength in melee combat, so there's 3 dice for the net boy. There are 3 dice for Doug, but he will lose 2 dice for this round because of the net. So this is bad. He does actually score with his machete. Scores a hit and a wound, so 2 wounds if he actually manages to hit. But the net boy's going to have to completely miss for that to happen. And well, they tied, so this is bad because while he does kill the net boy with 2 wounds, because they're both going to hit. The net boy did another point of damage to him and gave him a scar. So why is that? Well, because they tied in their hits. So the machete hit and did an extra wound. That's what the special does. These are misses. This is a hit. There was no way to cancel that out. So the net boy, because of his net, was able to hit Doug, but they killed each other, and Doug was knocked out. What happens to Doug? Well, he gets knocked out. So this goes up to here, goes up to the right, 1 full. This goes up to, he's down at 0, so he's going to go back to 1. And I think, let me look at this again just to be sure. I know he goes back to his starting tile. Yeah, we're going to take 2 scars and discard any active followers, but that's the worst thing that's going to happen. So now we're going to go back to the starting tile. Boom, he's here. And remember, he took a scar from the net boy, and he's going to have to take 2 scars from being knocked out. So I'm going to shuffle up the scars deck. I don't know how well I shuffled it yet. And we're going to take some scars. This could lead to him being the mutant. That would make sense. Doug the Gamer turns into the evil mutant. Of course, he doesn't have, again, he doesn't film, is not the same Doug that films board game playthroughs. So, anyway, let's start here. Scar number 1. It's a mutation. He gets a bonus to his speed, a subtraction from his strength, and he does 2 wounds. It's bone protrusions. So he's Wolverine now. But his strength went down 1. I guess it hurt him from a strength perspective. So this is his first scar. This is a mutation, by the way. That does not mean that he is yet a mutant. You have to have 5 such mutations for you to become a mutant. But it does increase his speed to 5. That is awesome. Not what we would have wanted, though. I'd have preferred just to keep him healthy. And it decreases his... we're going to get another one. We decrease his strength to 1. There we go. He has been changed permanently now. Alright, guys. We've got a couple more scars we got to pick up here. This is bad. Okay. Large frontal lobe. Well, he can't go any farther than a 1, so he's not going to lose any more strength. It says increase your hand of mutation action cards by 1 to a maximum of 5. Hold on, I got to look at this. I don't think these actually take effect. I got to look at scars. I don't think they take effect until we become a mutant. I'm not sure. Let me look. Okay, I was doing the wrong thing. The scars they go face down. The player can look at them, but it doesn't have any effect on him until he becomes a mutant. So I got to set his stats back to the way they were, with a 2 strength and a 4 speed. So I'm doing that now. So he is going to be reset, and that means that he's got 1 more scar he's got to take. Now, if you take 5, now in a 2-player game, you cannot opt to become a mutant early. You have to have 5. So right now he's going to have 3 scars. So basically 3 scars on him. He's taken damage. He has the potential to mutate badly, but he hasn't yet. And then he goes back to his space. Okay, that ends that round. That's a pretty hefty round. Now, if there was a mutant in play, he'd act right now, but there's not. So we are going to stop right there for the moment, and we'll continue on later. So guys, this is a pretty long video, so I'll get this up and done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will talk to you soon. Happy New Year.